What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive-In. Like always, my name is Monkey, and today I got a solo Days Gone First Impressions review. So I got this game on Monday. No, I did not get it on launch day because I was very busy. It was endgame day. There's a lot going on, and even though the weekend I was going on the weekend. So got it first thing Monday morning, 10 a.m. Been playing it all week. I'm a good ways into the game where everything that was going to be introduced has been introduced. So I've come up against the Nero guys. I've come up against my first horde, which is freaking horrifying. And I've gotten a hold of the mechanics and how everything works and the bike and yada yada yada. So first thing I really want to say is the critics got this game so wrong. They bashed this game so hard. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, yeah, it's not a perfect game. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a perfect game because it's not. But it is still a very enjoyable game. Like, there's a lot that they could have worked on, right? Oh, shit. Okay, fuck you then. Bitch? Sorry. Sorry. There's a lot that could use a little bit more work and that could have been improved upon. However, for the most part, the game is very enjoyable. I'm having a ton of fun with it. And I think that... Oh, hello there. Oh, that's a drifter. I think that for Ben Studio's first standalone, open world RPG game, they did a good job with it, a good enough job with it. Now, I've written down my pros and my cons about the game. I want to give you my own opinions of the game and tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So, starting off with the pros, I gotta hand it to Ben Studio. These graphics are gorgeous. This is captured on a standard PlayStation 4. I don't have a PlayStation 4 Pro. I want one, but at this point, we're looking at next gen anyway, so there's not much point. But yeah, no, these graphics, even at standard 1080p, they're really, really nice. They're really gorgeous looking. I did run into a few frame rate issues when it came to like the hordes and stuff, especially when you're riding around your bike. It gets kind of rough and was kind of like hard for a little bit. But for the most part, it's been holding up. I'm sure the frame rate issues and frame rate drops will be fixed in the patch. The devs for this game are patching the shit out of this game, which is fantastic. They are keeping up with support, which is always great to see. I love that. Like, you can definitely see that they care about what their players are saying about the game and they're trying to fix it. So what they got so far, the graphics really, really nice. It reminds me a lot of like Uncharted. I mean, Ben Studio did make a spin-off Uncharted game, Uncharted Going to the Abyss, and this game is a hell of a lot similar to that. Like, you'll find a lot of parallels between the two games, which isn't a bad thing by any means. It's good because Uncharted, as many of you know, is a great game, and Golden Abyss was very good. Personally, I don't like the mission layout because it just seems unimportant. Like, it was like an afterthought to them. A lot of the missions, like, there's not a lot of heft to them. It really doesn't feel like you're progressing a whole lot. Now, to be fair, I've not gotten a long ways through the story. I can show you guys what's up. Like, I'm only 83% through chasing Leon, and they have a bunch of different ones too. World's End, Ambush Camp Hunter. That's for like marauder camps that you can ambush yourself. Like, they're ambush camps that you can ambush. There's a reverse ambush. I don't know. Infestation Exterminator, these are like all the nests that you can clear out throughout the map. And then Chasing Leon is my current main storyline, I believe. There's two. I think it's that one and World's End. No, sorry. World's End is the Nero checkpoints. Those are really cool too. I'll get into those in a bit. So I'm not super far in, but so far the story missions have just been okay, very much okay. So that's kind of a letdown. But again, it doesn't like take away from the game so much. It just is something that could have definitely been improved upon. A lot of the missions, including side missions, are like, you know, more of the same. They are fetch quests. They're go here, exterminate this, take care of these bad guys, come back. Reminds me a little bit like Dying Light. It's nothing impressive. The story itself, it's okay at best. Like there's example of what I mean by okay. There's this one part in the beginning of the game that was supposed to be this heartfelt, tragic beginning, right? This is after the whole thing with his wife. I'm not gonna spoil anything in case you haven't played it. But it was just this part where I guess someone they knew had died. And as the player, you're just expected to, you know, feel something for that person. I felt absolutely nothing. I had no idea who that person was. So I was like, who is this and why should I care? Like, they didn't really say. They said her name, and that was about it. Like, yeah, it sucked that someone died. Someone got killed. But other than that, man, I'm not too mad at it. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. God. So, story, like I said, story, it's okay. So far, the only character I really give a shit about is Deacon, because he's my boy. He's my post-apocalyptic, anxious boy. Ooh, Benji's just nice. Nice. A lot of the other characters, like Boozer, he's an okay character from the get-go. He's nothing like, so far I don't really have a reason to care about him a whole lot. If he has died suddenly in this game, I wouldn't be heartbroken. One thing that definitely redeems the story is its gameplay. So its gameplay mechanics are definitely, they're fleshed out. They work for the most part. Everything feels like everything's responsive. Everything feels engaging. Everything feels very realistic, first of all. Controlling the bike feels like so cool. And, oh, ow. Sometimes it's a little bit oversensitive, but you're driving a motorcycle, an off-roading motorcycle, a drifter motorcycle. So it definitely feels, you know, responsive. It is really cool. There's a little bit of a learning curve with the bike, but it's not that harsh, and you get used to it real quick. Plus, you can upgrade your bike so it has better handling, better acceleration. It's better overall, because the first bike you get is absolute garbage. One thing that a lot of people don't know, you can jump on other people's bikes in the game, but you cannot repair them. You cannot customize them. You can just drive them, and you can refill them, but that's it. So once, like, you know, if it gets damaged or whatever, if it gets super damaged, that's the end of it. You can't do anything. So you might as well just stick with your own bike. It's the best choice by far. And it's just a little tip for you guys. The shooting is interesting. The only reason I like this shooting is because, to me, it feels very, very realistic. And I will explain exactly why, to me, it feels realistic. So, take, for example, other zombie games, right? Most of those games you start out as a regular-ass dude. Dying Light, Dying Light, Dead Island. You start out as a regular person. Shit goes down, and then suddenly you become this total badass who knows how to fucking do everything. So like you're suddenly like an expert marksman. You know how to make everything. Like you're a super environmentalist and survivalist, and you're just like, you know, this badass video game guy, right? Nah, not in this case. In this case, you're a biker. You're a regular ass biker. That's all you are. You have basic weapons training. Other than that, your aim is bad, very bad. Your melee skills are probably at its peak. You can't run a whole lot because, again, you're a biker. Most bikers are not that in shape. Have you seen most bikers? No offense to actual bikers out there. If you are in shape, that's cool. But I'm just saying, for the most part, bikers are not in any sort of shape. Woohoo! This guy's stamina, very low. This guy's weapon proficiency, not good. Not the best. He's no military dude, alright? This guy's just a regular ass dude. And you know what? I am 110% okay with that. This is probably one of the most realistic zombie games I've played, honestly. Also, I also have to mention this. The zombies don't really remind me of, like, you know, Dying Light zombies or Dead Island zombies. They more remind me of World War Z zombies. Again, they're called freakers in this game because they're not technically zombies. They're just infected. So if you remember, and I'm talking about the movie World War Z, not the game. And you can say what you want about the movie, but the zombie idea for that movie was very unique. It was very different. It was super interesting. I liked it a lot. And that's what these guys in this game remind me most of. Like, they don't really remind me of like flesh-eating monsters. They remind me of like just infected people trying to spread their infection. And I like that a lot. It definitely is like a break from the same old zombie shit. You see more otherworldly, definitely a lot scarier, because zombies, they don't really, you know, scare me that much. But these guys, they're freaky. Like, they're real freaky. Also, apparently there's other types of zombies. I've not come into contact with any other types yet, but I'm sure I will soon. A lot of people are talking about how like, they didn't like Sam Witwer. But personally, I think he's the best part about this game. He's always muttering to himself. He's always like being real skittish and really anxious and stressed out all the time. And let me tell you, if you were in this kind of situation, right? If you were just a regular ass dude and then the world went to shit and zombies started sprouting up fucking everywhere, you would be an anxious mess as well. Like, you wouldn't be totally calm, like totally chill. Nah, you'd be freaking the fuck out. And that's what this guy's doing all the time. Like, he sounds in like just the way he sounds, just the way he talks, you can feel the stress, you can feel the anxiety. Plus, he kind of maybe lost his wife. That's still up in the air. I'm not so sure about that, but I really like that. It's definitely immersive. Definitely feels like this. He's like, you know, lived in this world and experienced, gone through some shit. Woohoo! Also, headshots are an insta-kill. As long as you can actually hit it. Like I said, the aiming and the weapons are kind of shitty. But anywho, like I told you before, there's the infestations, there's the Nero checkpoints, there's the ambush camps. All those, while they might be basic, they still make the world a lot of fun. And they actually change the world too. If you start clearing out nests and stuff, there will be a lot less freakers in that area. Now, I'm not going to say that they're going to be completely gone, because they won't be. They'll still be roaming around, but they'll be in lesser numbers, which I really like. What was it? I think it was Far Cry 5. Whenever you like took out an outpost and stuff, whenever you like cleared an area, the enemy presence in that area would drop to like 0. There would be like none of them. I'm like, wait, but I mean, I understand, but it's still like boring, because then you got nothing to do. That's just my personal opinion. I think that was kind of lame. That's one of the reasons I did not like Far Cry 5. But this one, you still find freakers in the area, just in far lesser numbers, and I think that's really cool. It definitely makes the game a lot more manageable. Nothing in this game comes easy, first of all. Everything is very difficult. One tip I want to give everyone, play this game on hard. Don't play it on normal. Normal is too easy. Normal gives you the aim assist, the aim stickiness, and the ability to tag people in the world. So like if you're trying to do an outpost, you can tag the enemies and know where they are. If you're going hard, they get rid of all that. It gives them more of a challenge. And I like that a lot. Now, the last thing I really want to say, and this is a bad thing, I know I don't want to end on a bad note, but I got it. While they built the game around the bike, and that's totally cool, but there's like very minimal customization when it comes to the motorcycle. So, and I'm going to show you that right here really quick, but you get like a select number of paints you can choose from, a very few like decals, maybe 15 decals you can choose from. They're all variations of the same one. Like there's like the same one in different colors. It's kind of, it's again, it's really lame. Then even the extra stuff that you can put on your bike is still like, it's like, it doesn't make the bike look that much better, to be honest. It doesn't make it look cool. So here, example. So the engine, you can customize it once. Engine 1. And I don't know if there'll be more engines in other places. Again, I am not that far in. This is just a first impression. So this is my first impression of the stuff. This is as far as I am right now. So I can only upgrade to engine 1. The exhaust, storage, standard tank. I upgraded the tank already, which is good. The frames, which give it a bit of a defense boost. Nitrous and tires. I already upgraded the one tire. I need to get the other ones. The visuals, headlights. There's 2 different headlights, and they're okay, whatever. The wheels just changes like the in wheel. It's definitely not like GTA style, which is what was like almost not like advertised, but I think that's what everyone was expecting. And I think like you basically see the end result at the beginning of the game. So you get at the beginning of the game, you get a fully tricked out bike, and then some shit happens and you're back down to this thing. And that's kind of like, okay, so we already see the end result, and the end result is decent, I guess. It's nothing awesome. But yeah, there's just, in this camp, there's like merchants you can buy stuff from. You can turn in bounties. You can turn in kitchen supplies that you collect throughout the map. One thing I thought that they definitely should have added was multiple camps, because this camp is like is just Copeland's camp, and then everything you do around this camp contributes to like the overall like camp credits and trust for that specific camp. So I'm assuming there's another camp over here, I believe, or something over here, and then the stuff over here will attribute to that camp. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of wish there was multiple camps spread out throughout the map, but then again, the map isn't insanely huge. It's big, not insanely huge. So I don't know what it's going to look like. I think that's what I'm expecting, at least to be one other camp that you have to like grind towards in terms of trust and credits and stuff. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I'll let you know when I find out. Also, one thing I find really cool, probably one of my favorite things about this game, you cannot save the game unless you're near your bike or a bed. But if you're away from your bike and you die, then you respawn where your bike last was. So if you haven't saved since then, you're screwed, basically. And you can only save, like I said, you can only save when you're next to your bike. So that's definitely interesting. I like that a lot. Adds to the whole risk factor, which I'm always for. I like unforgiving games, okay? You guys could have very different opinions, and if you do, I definitely want to hear those opinions. I'm really thinking about doing a full-fledged Let's Play series of Days Gone. If that's something you would be interested in watching, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I may not do it. I'm interested in seeing what you guys want and what you guys are interested in. If you like this video, go ahead and swipe right on that like button. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see here, you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can notify when we go live, then share our video with all your friends so they can see how dope we are, and we can grow, and we can reach more people, because we're doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for you guys. I want to interact with you guys more, so please share the video, comment, subscribe to us if you're not already. We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Stay excellent, and we'll see you in the next dive in.